Good day, viewers. It's your life coach, expert, Dr. Ehimen Ferguson, a consultant physician. This day we are going to be discussing suicide. We are going to break from the norm because earlier episode we have been discussing friendship, though we are still coming to that. We are going to discuss suicide this morning because I'm particularly sad at what is happening in the whole world with the increasing rate of suicide. It is alarming. This thing we are discussing is an health alert. Everybody must wake up and face reality. We should not wait for it to get our neighbor, for it to get our brother and sister before we should act. So we're going to be discussing suicide this morning. Please, we should pay a very rapt attention to this series. What is suicide? Suicide is an act by an individual to take his or her own life. Why suicide attempt simply means an act of an individual taking his or her own life, however, it does not lead to death. According to World Health Organization, 800,000 deaths are reported from suicide on a yearly basis. And among countries that are suicide prone, Nigeria is 30 out of the 183. And Nigeria is number 10 in the suicide prone African country. This is surprising considering the fact that a country like Nigeria is known to be the country with the happiest people on earth. So we should be worried. Over the last 1 month, not less than 4 to 5 people have lost their life as a result of suicide. Talking about the case of the young bride boy who killed himself. Talking about the case of the young girl who killed herself because her heart was broken. Doesn't talk about the pastor in Abuja who committed suicide. This is enough for all of us to be super worried. What are some of the signs you expect somebody who is considering suicide? First of all, the person have this death idea, always talking about death, always talking about death. Don't play when you hear somebody say something like that. There's also this art of the person taking alcohol on a daily basis, increasing alcohol intake, smoking on a daily basis. The person is constantly isolating himself. Then the person is taking risky behavior, jumping into the well. I once had somebody like that who fell into the well. So we should be careful. Those are suicide ideation. So what are the causes of suicide? Don't forget, this is the acronym VILA, where we discuss matters based on acronyms. First of all, we are going to be discussing causes of suicide using the term suicide as an acronym. The first cause of suicide includes sexual abuse. It is sad to know that 20% of the suicide at death is due to what? Sexual abuse. So sexual abuse, especially among females, has been known to be associated with suicide. It is very common in countries where nobody pay attention to it, where people, because of shame, they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to talk about what happened. Or in countries like Nigeria, when you voice it out, you are being stigmatized, you are being discriminated, people keep it. So the next so-called C is to take suicide, which is supposed not to be like that. The second acronym in suicide is U. Unemployment has been known to be associated with a high risk of suicide. Please, even though you are not employed by government, try and find something for yourself. The other acronym is I. Increased isolation. People are isolated. We are busy building friends around ourselves without talking to any other person. What happens when you don't talk to that person? When there's nobody to support you? Think of committing suicide. Then the C is the challenge in suicide. An acronym is challenges. It can be economic challenges. It can be financial challenges. It can be marital challenges. Financial challenges in poor economic country, a resource controlled country, have been known to contribute very significantly to high rate of suicide. Then we have the other one, ingestion of drugs and alcohol have been known to contribute to suicide. Then depression is no joke. Depression have been known to contribute severely to high rate of suicide. Then again, I am particularly pain in the African system. We are busy copying the foreign world. I'm not saying it's bad to copy the foreign world, but there's nothing wrong in our beautiful extended family system, in our beautiful family support system. All we do is to build a house, build a mansion with fence around. You don't know who is staying, you don't know your neighbor. They have bad practices. Talk to one another. It has been known to be a great vitamin, a great source of preventing suicide idea. We should always talk to one another. We should not always feel isolated that is the best life to live. Please, break down the extended family system, break down the family support system. It's a cause for alarm. It's a reason why all of us in Africa should wake up and discuss it. It help another. Then sickness, chronic sickness has also been known to contribute to suicide. So use the acronym again, suicide from S to S have been known to contribute to suicide. How do we help somebody with suicide? We're also using an acronym. This is the acronym VILA. Help. Help. The first H, we must help one another. We must talk to one another. We must follow any person who's there. We must follow them up. We must listen to one another. We must help each other. We must encourage each other who does are passing through difficult not to consider suicide. Then the E simply means the extended family system must be reawakened. The family support system must be reawakened. We must continue to support one another. We must continue to discuss one another. We must continue to provide social support. It can also help prevent suicide. Then the L in the help means leave. We must leave alcohol, we must leave drugs, we must leave isolated life, we must leave all those factors that are likely to prone to suicide. Then the P in help acronym means we should look for a psychological help, a pharmacological help. Cognitive behavioral therapy is very good. We must also seek for such help. Then the S in helps acronym support group. We must look for a support group we belong to that can help. We must discuss. In general, by concluding, suicide is a serious condition. We must all put our hand on deck to prevent this suicide. We must talk to another. It is better to live a life. Don't forget, when you die, people are suffering for you. Stay. There are more reasons for you to be alive than for you to die. There are more reasons for you to be alive than for you to die. Do not take your life. No matter the challenges, with God and with prayer, you can surmount it. No matter the challenges, there's nothing on earth you cannot overcome. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in God, suicide is not an option. Never you commit suicide. Do not commit suicide. Thank you every day. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for your rapt attention. This is coming from SPF St. Pius Life Coach Services. You can talk to us on our WhatsApp page. You can talk to us by calling us, and you will be adequately counseled free on our various social networks. Thank you, and God bless you. Don't commit suicide. Life is beautiful. Life is sweet.